What if I told you that some of the best clothes in your closet might actually be hiding inside the clothes you're already tired of? Because today we're diving into more than 50 creative clothing upcycling ideas that prove an outdated dress, an oversized shirt, a pair of jeans, or that random thing you've been keeping for 6 years because I might do something with it someday could actually have a second life. And yes, I know that last one personally. My fabric stash has basically become a retirement community for unfinished possibilities. I found all of today's ideas while scrolling through Pinterest, and there are some seriously clever transformations in this bunch, from simple changes that could completely update a piece of clothing to projects that made me stop scrolling and think, okay, why didn't I think of that? I've linked the Pinterest board down in the description so you can go back later, take a closer look at the ideas and any available patterns, and save the ones you might want to try yourself. But while you're watching, I want you to keep track of the one idea you love the most and vote for it in the comments. Once we reach around 100 total votes in the comments, I may recreate the winning idea with my own creative twist in a future video. And make sure you watch all the way through before you vote, because some of my favorites are tucked farther into the video. And I would hate for idea number 7 to win simply because everybody got distracted by snacks before idea number 42 showed up. And speaking of projects that don't always go exactly the way we picture them in our heads, I've got a little upcycling story for you today about one of those moments when I was absolutely convinced I had a brilliant plan, and the fabric had apparently not been informed. So grab your coffee, your scissors, maybe don't actually run with those, and let's get into these upcycled clothing ideas. That brings me to one of those upcycling projects that looked like it was going to be absolutely adorable, right? Up until the moment I put it on. I was standing in front of the mirror wearing what was supposed to be a cute, creative patchwork top, except one side was hanging lower than the other. The neckline had somehow developed its own personality, and one sleeve looked perfectly normal, while the other looked like it had been sewn during an earthquake. I just stared at myself thinking, well, this is technically clothing. The funny part is that about 20 minutes earlier, I had been ridiculously proud of it. So here's what happened. I had this plain oversized shirt that I never wore anymore, and instead of getting rid of it, I decided I could turn it into something much more interesting using a few pieces of leftover fabric. The plan was simple. Shorten it, add some patchwork panels, change the sleeves a little, and end up with one of those effortlessly artsy tops that looks like you casually made it while drinking tea in a cottage somewhere. Apparently my sewing room did not receive the cottage memo. I started cutting pieces of floral fabric, striped fabric, and lace, and laying everything out across the shirt. On the table, it looked fantastic. I pinned everything down, stepped back, and thought, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. That sentence should probably come with a warning label. I started sewing the patches in place, added fabric to one sleeve, changed my mind halfway through, added more to the other side to balance it, then decided the bottom needed one more panel, and then another. Somewhere along the way I stopped designing a shirt and started negotiating with it. If you enjoy hearing these upcycling stories while discovering new ideas, I'd love to have you subscribe so you don't miss future inspiration. Because when I finally tried that shirt on, that was when I realized I had made one very big mistake. The mistake was that I had designed the shirt completely flat on the table without thinking about what all those extra pieces would do once they were hanging on a body. One side had become heavier than the other, which pulled the neckline sideways, and the extra fabric near the bottom made the shirt twist around me like it was trying to escape. For a few seconds, I considered pretending asymmetrical was exactly what I had planned. That is one of the wonderful things about being creative. You can occasionally rename a mistake and hope nobody asks questions. But this one needed more than confidence. So I took the shirt off, laid it back on the table, and started removing some of the pieces I had just spent all that time sewing on. There is something humbling about ripping out your own stitches while remembering how proud you were 20 minutes earlier. Instead of adding anything else, I simplified it. I removed the heavier panel, trimmed down a couple of patches, and moved one piece to the opposite side so the weight was more balanced. Then I shortened the bottom and used a little lace to tie everything together. When I tried it on again, the neckline finally sat where a neckline is supposed to sit. Both sleeves looked like they belonged to the same shirt, and I could walk without the whole thing rotating around my body. Victory. And surprisingly, I like the simpler version much better. It reminded me that sometimes the best part of upcycling isn't figuring out what else you can add, it's knowing when to stop. I hope today's ideas inspire you to look at something in your own closet a little differently. I have more upcycling tutorials and idea playlists on my channel, and another video will be waiting for you on the end screen. I also sell fabric and craft supplies, along with clothing and other finds, in my vintage shop. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. And don't forget to vote for your favorite idea in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.